We'll go ahead and find a comfortable seat, whether you use a block or a blanket or bolster to prop your hips. We'll take a comfortable cross-legged position. Take the palms to the lap, index fingers to the thumbs. Close your eyes and bring your mind's attention to your breath. A long, deep breath in through the nostrils. An easy breath out. Continue deepening the breath, becoming more aware of both the breath and your center. Become more aware of this present moment. Then begin to root down through the sit bones, through the exhale, so pressing firmly through both sitting bones into your mat, anchoring deep into the earth. And soften the shoulders, soften the neck. Use the next inhale to grow tall through the crown of the head, lengthen the spine. Exhale to pull the tummy in, pull the ribs deep. And inhale to sweep the palms out to the sides and up to the ceiling. Exhale to reach out through the fingertips and down. Feeling the mat as the fingers sweep across the mat. Inhale, fingertips sweep up to the ceiling. Exhale, anchor deeply through the sit bones, through your points of contact to the mat. Inhale to lift the fingertips upwards. Exhale to reach out and down. And inhale, palm sweep out and up. Exhale the hands to the heart center. We'll bow the head here. We'll set your intention for today's practice. It's one of being grounded or centered. Relief, relaxation. Maybe strength or stability. Maybe peace or presence. Once your intention is set, we'll release the palms to the lap, find an upright seat. We'll exhale, take the chin to the chest. Take a few long, deep breaths into the back of the neck. We'll inhale, bring the head back to neutral. Exhale the right ear to the right shoulder. Just focus on the neck, letting go of any tightness that might present itself. And then inhale, bring the head back to neutral. Exhale the left ear to the left shoulder. And continue to soften any tightness. Breathe deep into the side of the neck. Release the jaw, the neck. the shoulder. And inhale, bring the head back to neutral. Exhale, right hand over to the right side. Inhale, left fingertips up towards the ceiling. From here, pull the tummy in, ribs deep. We can take the right ear towards the right shoulder. A little deeper stretch. You're also welcome to take this into a deeper lateral by moving the right hand out to the side, maybe bending the elbow, pressing down through that left sit bone to reach across and bring the arm a little closer to the ear. Here we'll then inhale, bring the arm, head back to the center. Exhale to release the hand down. Inhale, right fingertips reach up towards the ceiling, left hand down. We'll take the left ear to the left shoulder. Some long, easy breaths into the side of the neck. Again, if you want a deeper lateral stretch, you can walk the left fingertips out, bend the elbow a bit, press through your right sit bone, taking a deeper lateral. Then inhale, return to the center. Exhale to release the hand down. We'll inhale the right hand up towards the ceiling. Take it back behind you. Exhale. Take the back of your left hand to your right thigh. We'll inhale to sit up tall and gaze back behind you. And then inhale back to the center. Exhale to relax. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Take it back behind you. Take the back of your right hand to your left thigh. We twist to the left. And you then inhale back to the center. Exhale to walk the hands forward into a forward fold. Relax here. You will then inhale, rise through the head, neck, and chest. Walk the hands up. Let's form up our legs on our back. So we're also going to be doing some bridges. So if you do have some head support, I would recommend just like super little because we are going to do a back bend, or you can go with no head support at all. Or at least move it when we go into our bridges. You can have it for like the first part, but I can cue you to take it out. So when you're ready, we'll lay on our back. We'll press down firmly through the sitting bones. Exhale the right knee into the chest. And flex the foot here, and then point the toe. And we'll flex and point. Flex and point. More to flex and point. We'll then circle the ankle. We'll go the other way. From here, we'll lift the leg straight up towards the ceiling, reach out with the heel, flex the foot strong. Now here, we'll then point the toe. All right, from here, we can walk the hand up towards the foot, tap the foot, and then walk the hands back down the leg. We can point the toe for one, maybe flex the foot for the second one. So now foot is flexed, tailbone heavy, walk the hands up the leg, tap the toe, walk the hands back down. So make sure you're activating the core there, right? So it's a core movement. So point the toe, walk the hands up, tummy's tight. We can tap and release, and then we'll flex. Now walk the hand up, and we'll tap and release. Here with the foot either pointed or flexed, we're going to take it out to the left shoulder. So take the leg across the body, just land with your left shoulder. We'll start with the foot flexed and just feel the outside of the calf muscle down the IT band, lengthening. We can also point the toe to get a different sensation along the shins and tops of the feet. You're welcome to go back to flexing the foot if you'd like. And then we'll go ahead and inhale the leg back to the center. Exhale, take the right leg over to the right side, straight across. If you need to bend the knee, you're welcome to bend the knee. Otherwise, we have the foot straight across. You can also grab the big toe with your index, middle finger, and thumb. Or, without grabbing, you can point the toe instead. And then from here, we'll bring the leg back to the center, bring the knee back to the center, release the foot down. Exhale, hug your left shin into the chest. Some deep breaths into the hip socket. We'll flex the foot, and then point, and flex, and point, flex, and point. And we'll hold here. And from here, we'll extend the leg up towards the ceiling, reach out with the heel. Tailbone heavy. Get that initial stretch eased up a little bit. This is optional if you want that little extra core work. We'll pull the tummy in, ribs deep, chin to chest, walk the hands up, and we tap and walk the hands back down. We'll then point the toe, do the same thing. Walk the hands up, chin to chest, grab the toe, release down. Flexing the foot, inhale. It's exhale to tap and release down, and then point the toe here. Exhale, chin to chest, tummy in, walk the hands up, tap, and we'll release back down. Okay. We'll flex the foot here, take the foot or leg across the body, in line with the right shoulder. So we'll hold here, again, strong flexion. Here we can make sure the tailbone's heavy and then point the toe when you're ready. And again, we'll go up to heel or flexing the heel. And then we'll point the toe. All right, we'll flex the foot. Take the left leg out to the left side. We'll just go straight across. You can bend the knee if you need to, or grab the big toe if you want to keep the foot flexed. However, you can also point the toe. And here, we'll then bring the leg back to the center and release the foot down. All right, so this is where we may not need the head support. If you do, it would be like super, very little, because we are taking a back bend. So both feet will be flat on the ground. We'll be pressing our palms to each side. Exhale, pull the tummy in, ribs deep, press the hips off the ground. Inhale, lift the hips to the ceiling, press down even firmer through the feet into our two-footed desk pose. So tummy's in, ribs deep, glutes active. Exhale, articulate from the upper back, mid back, low back, down to the tailbone. Here again, exhale, tummy's in, ribs deep, press through the feet, lifting the hips. Inhale, send the hips to the ceiling. Now here, optional, you can extend the right leg, either straight up or more diagonal. Okay? You can flex the foot or point the toe. And then we'll exhale, release the foot down. Press the hips up even higher. Opposite leg, exhale, reach it up. Either flex the foot or point the toe, either way. And again, we'll release the foot back down, press those hips up towards the ceiling, and slowly articulate the upper back, mid back, low back, tailbone into the mat. We'll pull both knees into the chest. Release the low back. From here, we'll take the knees to a 90-degree angle, hold it here. So go out to a T. So here, we're going to do a few reps, just going side to side. So as we exhale, we're going to go over to the right side. We don't want to touch the ground, but bring it back through your core center. Then exhale over to the other side. And bring it back to the center. If you feel comfortable with that one, and maybe you want to extend the legs, you can do it with your legs straight. And back to the center. Then over to the opposite side. And back to the center. Good. From here, we'll go back to bending the knees and lead the legs over to the right side, getting a little twist, opening the shoulder, releasing the back. We can also turn your head over to the right side. Now, while we're here, we can extend the top leg, being your left leg, and point the toe to get a little bit more into that outer IT band outside of the calf. So again, you can point the toe here, and or flex the foot. Take some long, easy breaths as you relax into the body. And then we'll bring the feet together. Right, we'll bring the knees back to the center. Exhale, release the knees down to the left side. We can also turn the head to the left. When you're ready, you can extend the top leg, being your right leg. Extend it straight. You can point the toe or flex the foot, or maybe even spend a little bit of time in both. And then whenever you're ready, we'll bring the feet back or knees back together. And then we'll bring the knees to the center. Right, exhale, pull your knees into the chest. And then from here, pull your chin towards the chest as well. And we're going to pull up into a boat pose. So you can hold your legs here. You can hold your upper torso up with your hands. You can reach for the heels or even straighten the legs. So you have lots of options here, lifting the chest, tummies in. Now here we'll reach the right fingertips to the left heel. And then we'll be switching. And again, we'll switch. And we'll switch. And switch again. And last one. And bring it back to boat. And we'll release the legs down. Good. Bend the knees as much as you might need to, and or you can grab a prop, like a blanket, to place under your hips. We'll be doing some forward folds here. Or, lots of leg work here. So pull, you can bend the knees again as much as needed, tummies in. Inhale, fingertips reach up towards the ceiling, shoulders down away from the ears. We'll lengthen the spine long. Then exhale, take a forward fold. So we'll start with the feet flexed just to initiate this fold. Relax anything in the neck or down the spine. Soften all the way down to the low back. All right, and then from here, we'll be pointing the toes. So when you're ready, you can point the toes, getting the tops of the ankles and the shins stretched out. Here maybe we'll go back to flexing the feet, maybe taking a deeper forward fold. Make sure the breath is fluid and you're easing any tightness in the body. From here, we'll inhale, rise through the head, neck, and chest. We'll be taking the left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. If the knee is elevated off the ground, you can always stick a block or a prop underneath it to close that gap. We'll again flex. We'll start by flexing the right toes. Inhale, fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. We'll flex both feet actually. And then exhale, forward fold, tummies in. Relax any tightness that might present itself. We'll move on to pointing the toes. When you're ready, we'll point the toe. And then inhale, rise. All right, we'll extend the left leg. Grab again so left hand is gonna go to your right big toe. You're gonna lift that foot off the ground. And then open to the sides and arms up to a T. So we end up here. Very good. Here we'll exhale, release the foot down, point the toes, fold forward. Then inhale to rise. Right. From here, we'll take the right foot into the left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall, flex the foot right now. Inhale, fingertips to about shoulder level. Exhale, fold forward. So again, both feet flex, tummies tight. Breathe deep into any tightness in the body, whether it's in the spine or under the leg. We can also switch to pointing the toe. From here, we'll then inhale, lengthen the spine long. Extend both legs out. Take the left big toe into your right middle index and thumb. We're going to lift that foot off the ground, twisting to our left side, arms up to a T. And here, then exhale, close the chest, point the toes, fold forward. Then inhale, rise to an upright position. We're taking the legs wide next. So feet will go wide. We'll start with the feet flexed. We'll point them after a while. So flexing the feet just to get into a upright position. Sit bones down, long spine. We'll start by walking the hands forward, whether you want to stop on the palms or forearms, or take a deeper fold. You can always use a block for more support. All right, from here we'll then inhale, lengthen the spine, point the toes next, and we'll then take another forward fold. Feel free to go a little deeper if available. Staying where we are, maintaining a long, deep breath. Here we'll inhale, lengthen the spine. We'll turn over towards our right leg. Walk the hands down the leg into a forward fold. So again, foot can be either pointed, but feel free to also switch it to flexed when you're ready for a different sensation. All right, so here we'll then inhale, lengthen the spine long. Next, we're going into side lateral. Let's start with this one with the wide-legged stance, and I'll give you some options to come up. So we'll take the right hand over to the right side. Inhale, left fingertips go up towards the ceiling. You're welcome to stay upright, but you can also deepen the lateral as long as you keep the ribs long. So imagine pulling the ribs away from the hips as you enter this lateral. Now, you're also welcome to stay here. However, I'm going to give you a couple other options. So, for example, the first option would be foot comes to the inner thigh, and you can take a lateral that way with really strong core. The other option is to have the foot on the ground here. You can grab, so, okay, left foot's on the ground, right leg straight. We can grab the left foot or ankle with your right hand. Yes, and then left fingertips go up towards the ceiling, and we can deepen the lateral that way. So you do have this option as well. It's a little bit more of a bind. All right, so we'll hold here. Whichever lateral you decided to take is all fine. Just giving you some options. And then we'll inhale, return to the center. Release the hand down. All right, let's take both soles of the feet together. Take a butterfly pose. Both sit bones are in your seat. Find an upright position. We can stay where we are, or we can take a little forward hinge. And you'll then inhale, rise to an upright position. We'll be taking, well, let's do both legs wide again. All right, so that way you have all your options. We'll be turning towards our left leg. Exhale, walk the hands forward. You can start with the toe flexed or foot flexed, but feel free to point the toe at any point or vice versa. Make sure you're breathing really deeply here. These are some pretty deep stretches. So again, make sure you're breathing deep into the abdominals, letting the breath be fluid as we hold these postures. And then from here, we'll inhale, rise to an upright position. We'll keep the left hand over by the left leg. Inhale, right fingertips to the ceiling. This is where all your options start coming in. We'll take that lateral here. You're welcome to stand this lateral or up high, easing your way down. So you're welcome to stay right here. The other option would be to bring that right foot into the left inner thigh. I think this makes it a little bit easier. So if you need a little less or break from that wide-legged position, this would be your next option, right? And then your third option is more of a bind. So this right foot comes onto the ground. Okay, so foot's on the ground. We grab the right foot with the left hand, reach the right fingertips up, and then enter our lateral from there. We'll take some long, easy breaths. And then we'll inhale, rise to an upper position, releasing the hand down. Soles of the feet together one last time. Lengthen the spine. You can forward fold if you feel comfortable doing so, or maintain an upright position. Start feeling the bottoms of the feet pressing into each other, the toes, balls of the feet, the heels. Start bringing your awareness to the bottoms of the feet. And you'll then inhale, rise. Bring the shins or knees together. Let's go on to all fours next. Right. So here, before we actually go into all fours, let's stand on our shins for a second, or a few seconds. We want to press down firmly through the shins. So send your weight back towards the balls of the feet. That way you can feel your weight in your shins and not your knees. Okay? We want to keep that sensation. So again, weight into the tops of the feet and the shins, not the knees. When you're ready, we'll walk the hands down. Palms under the shoulders, and again, see if we can get that same sensation, pressing through the tops of the feet and through the shins. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Pull the tummy up and in, ribs deep. Again, we'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the hips back to the heels, ribs to thighs, chest to knees, forearms and forehead to the mat. Take a few moments to pause in your child's pose. Allow yourself to feel a little more softness. Allow yourself to feel a little more relaxed, a little more ease. We'll inhale, rise through the head, neck, and chest. Back to all fours. Again, exhale, hips go back to the heels, ribs to thighs, chest to knees, forearms and forehead to the mat. We'll inhale, rise. We'll do a few more. Exhale, spine articulations, hips to heels, ribs to thighs, chest to knees, forearms and forehead to the mat. Inhale to rise. And exhale, hips go back and down. We'll inhale to rise. From here, we'll curl the toes under, lift the sit bones up to down dog. Press firmly through the palms, firmly through the heels. We'll be pressing the right, actually before we do that, let's walk the hands back. Separate the feet wide here, enter Balasana, so your squat. Triceps or elbows are pressing into the inner thighs, spine is long. The bottoms of the feet are into the mat. Okay, what we'll also do is press our palms firmly to the mat and lift the hips, engaging your core. You can start to transition one foot off the ground and then check the other foot off the ground. Maybe some of you will do both feet off the ground. And then whenever you're ready, we'll come back into our Malasana. You can also hold Malasana the whole time if you'd like. All right, we'll bring that blanket out in front of us one more time. Press the palms into the mat, turn the toes in, heels in to where your feet are, hips width distance apart. We're entering a forward fold. Relax here in Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, palms sweep out to the sides and up to the ceiling. Exhale to release the hands down. Interlace the fingertips behind you, palms separate, elbows bent. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to an upright position. Exhale to release the hands down. Here we'll be lifting the toes off the ground. The toes are lifted. We'll then plant the pinky toes, the next toes, middle toes, next toes, big toes. Again, inhale, lift the toes off the ground. Pinky toes, next toes, middle toes, next toes, big toes. One more time, lifting up, waving across. Now here, shift your weight all the way, I'll turn this way. Shift your weight all the way to your right side. We're going to shift our weight to the heels. Shift the weight to the left side. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Again, to the right, to the heels, to the left, and to the balls of the feet. So let's go other way, to the left, back to the heels, to the right, balls of the feet. One more time, to the left, to the back, to the right, and to the balls of the feet. Good, we'll find our center here. All right, inhale, sweep the palms up to the sides, up to the ceiling. Lift the balls of the, lift the heels off the ground. And exhale to release the heels back down. From here, we'll be stepping the right foot forward to the right side of the mat. You can also come down to your shin. We'll be deepening the lunge, but a little later. All right, so tummy's in. Exhale, lunge into that front leg, hips squared, left toes turned out. Inhale, fingertips to reach up towards the ceiling. You can exhale, cactus arms. Now, if you want a deeper option than cactus arms, we'll inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, place the hands behind the head, lift the head up. Elbows wide. Now exhale, pull the tummy in, slight forward hinge. So long spine, we want to keep a long line from your heel to fingertips. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. You can exhale into cactus arms, right? Or exhale, hands go behind you, lift the head up, deeper back bend. Exhale, tummies in, ribs deep, hinge forward. Good, release the hands behind you, interlace the fingertips, hold it here, tummies tight. Now if you want to, exhale, forward fold. If available, arms go overhead. Good. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. We're going to transition into straightening the front leg, turning the right toes out into our bow and arrow here. So right fingertips are forward or up rather. You can do index, middle, and thumb out. Lunging into your left leg, into a bow and arrow pose. Or they also, riding the wave is another one, but in our Qigong practice, do the drawing of the bow. All right. From here, we'll straighten both legs. Inhale, fingertips towards the ceiling. Square yourself one more time here. Exhale, pyramid pose, forward fold. Last thing I have for you here, I'm sorry, I'm going to twist away from you, but you can, for a deeper stretch, you can take this left hand to the outside of your foot, okay, for a deeper stretch. Also, it's going to be more balanced, a little more challenging. If you don't want to go there, just keep the hand on the inside of the foot. So two options. A little easier is hand on the inside. More challenging would be hand on the outside. You're welcome to use a block, okay? So wherever you are, we're lengthening the spine long. I should use a block for this. So whether you're on the inside or outside, and then we twist, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the hips to the center. Pelvic floors, open the chest towards your right side. Right fingertips reach to the ceiling. We'll hold here. So lots of IT band stretching here, especially if you're on the outside of the foot. Exhale, close the chest. We're going to step the block or your hands more forward to float into a standing split. You can take this leg as high as you want, or you can also take this one into a twist. You can approach the twist already in your balance, or bring the foot down, twist first, and then float the foot up again. Now, if you can, take this into a warrior 3. And then we're gonna plant this foot back down into a runner's lunge. So from our warrior 3, we plant back down into a runner's lunge, or if you just wanna meet us in a runner's lunge, that's fine too. The last thing I have for you here, we'll come down to the shin, uncurl the toes. Now this one gets a little intense, but for the, the top of the foot and the shin, but we'll uncurl the toes, press into the top of the foot, and you're really gonna feel a stretch at the ankle, at the shin, along the inner thigh probably. So still runner's lunge, but our toes are uncurled. And again, you don't have to put a whole lot of weight. You don't actually have to lift the knee or straighten the leg like I am. You can actually just slowly approach it by pressing some weight, seeing how you feel. You'll get there eventually. All right, let's go ahead and bring the shins together. Press back into your child's pose. So inhale, lift the head, neck, and chest. Curl the toes under, down dog. We'll walk the hands back. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and chest, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, palms sweep up to the sides, up to the ceiling. Exhale to release the hands down. We'll then step the left foot forward to the left side of the mat. Approaching our warrior 1, so tummies in, ribs deep, we'll lunge to that left leg. Right toes turned out slightly. Inhale, fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. So one option, a little more gentle, would be cactus arms. Okay. Inhale, reach, or second option, fingertips up, take the hands behind the head, opening the chest. Okay. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge or at the hips, so long line from your heel to your fingertips. So tummy's really deep, strong core, back leg straight. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, either cactus arms or hands behind the head, lifting the head. Exhale, tummy's weight in, ribs deep, pull it in. Long spine from heel to fingertips. Long line of energy. Then inhale, reach it up. Exhale, you can take cactus arms. Maybe you need a break from all those back bends. Okay, or one more deep back bend, exhale. Good, tummy's in, ribs deep. Hold it here. Interlace the fingertips behind you. Exhale, forward fold, arms go overhead if available. Good, release the hands down. Inhale, straighten the legs. Both legs are straight here. So pyramid pose. All right, we've got two options here. So you can do a block on the inside of the foot or hand on the inside of the foot, as long as your spine is long. You can also do block or hand on the outside of the foot for a deeper stretch down the IT band, a little more balance. Okay? Then inhale, left fingertips to the ceiling. So long, deep breaths here. We are going to transition this into a balance pose. So whenever you're ready, maybe to get a couple more breaths, feel a little more stable here. We'll walk the block out forward. Remember, you have a few ways to come into this. You can go straight up, maintaining that twist. Okay. You can also do a standing split here instead. So both hands will be down, leg goes up behind you. But maybe you prefer the twist, which is perfectly fine. We will be transitioning this one into a warrior three, so very mindfully pull into your core, hands to the heart center. When you're ready, we'll plant the foot down, entering a runner's lunge. So we'll come maybe down to our shin. Enter your runner's lunge. You can stay off the shin if you wanted to as well. All right. So now we'll all meet on our shin because we've got to uncurl the toes. Top of the foot presses into the mat. And we'll be stretching the ankle, the shin, the top of the foot. So again, you don't have to apply so much to where your knee comes off the ground if it's a little more tender, but you'll get there. Open up the hips, the inner thighs, the hips squared. We'll release the shin down, bring both shins down to our mat. Send the hips back, forward fold. And then from here, we will we'll come up to standing on the shins, take the right leg out to the right side. You can take a block over to the left side. Inhale, right fingertips towards the ceiling. Long side lateral stretch. Just pulling down here. Good, exhale, release the leg. Bring the hand back in. Take the left leg out to the left side. Inhale. Left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Good, exhale, bring the shins together. All right, we will turn onto our back here. So we'll take a little head support. Recline feel free to take also another prop under the knees if you want a little extra low back support. We'll recline back onto our head support. Take the arms up to a T. We'll take a little deeper twist. Send the hips to the left side, bring the knees up to a 90-degree angle, and then down to the right side. So just getting any final kinks out, turning the head to the right. Long, easy breaths here. We'll bring the head back to the center, bring the knees to the center, shift the hips. We'll take the hips to the right side, turn the knees down to the left side, turn the head also to the left. Let's breathe into any final kinks here, releasing them. We'll bring the head back to the center, bring the knees back to the center. Exhale the knees into the chest. Inhale to extend the legs onto your mat. Relax your palms by your sides. Let your eyes drift closed. We'll take a minute or two to just relax. Let your body take in all you just did. Soften the face muscles, soften the neck. Take a body scan. Take a long, deep breath in. Long movement back into the fingers and toes. Long movement into the wrists and ankles. Long movement into the arms and legs. Take a full body stretch. We'll turn over to one side, rest the head in the hand or in your head support. We'll press firmly into the mat, rise to an upright position. We'll take a prop or find a comfortable seat. Take the palms to the lap. Index fingers to the thumbs. Continue to root down through the sit bones, lengthen the spine. Inhale, sweep the palms out to the sides, up to the ceiling. Join the palms together at the top. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Bow the head here. To acknowledge your well-being, acknowledge your inner stillness. Celebrate your commitment to nourishing your mind and body. Spirit, thank you for choosing to be here this morning and practicing yoga with me. Thank you.
Ah,
Yay!
thank
Awesome.
you
Yeah.
so much.